Hi y'all, so here it is. We's doing ranked battles, and I see a opponent has been found. So like, I'm ready for it. I'm gonna test the team out. I see my team has some VGC things going on. I'm going against Ren. He's also ranked one. And then you look at our team; it's very similar. So we both have Ice Rider, we both have Riders. Mine's Ice is Shadow. We both have the Moon. It's both that Simroar, but it differs because while I have Ursaluna and our hands, he has Urshifu and Paradox Raichu. So of course I need a symbol for this. I'm gonna go Trick Room, bring him my opponent, obviously. So I brought Iron Hands because Fake Out and hits hard, and it's also like a little bit like tanky. Now it's time to decide who else to pick next. I ended up picking Ursaluna. Ursaluna is a special attacker, as you will see in the battle. Life Orb is to give me extra damage, but I was contemplating also bringing my own Amoonguss, but I'm happy with what I had. So we got started, and the battle it started good, but it goes downhill. Let me explain what happens. Okay, so here we go. All right, so he's rocking that the nice little outfit. I'm like, okay, book a drip. So you both start with the same set, kind of. You both start with a Calyrex and a Symbol. Except for my Pokemon are physical attackers. His is a special attacking Calyrex, and he has a shiny. I think most not all his Pokemon was shiny. When I think about it, so interesting, I guess. In big note. Um, so Intimidate pops on both everybody. So okay, we both got intimidated. Of course, I'm running the Clear Amulet, so it doesn't really affect me. So I'm thinking like, should I go Fake Out or should I just go straight for the Darkest Lariat? So I'm gonna faking out the Incineroar, and then for my second option, Calyrex, I was debating high horsepower or go straight into the Trick Room. And I sat there and I was so busy discussing what to do that I didn't know his time was running out, as you guys see. Like I literally spent the entire time thinking like, all right, what did I do? I switch in, what that? Like I didn't want to put myself in a position where I get cooked. So then, as the time went, I said, you know what, we're just gonna run the Trick Room. So power Trick Room, and then he Terrors. He goes Psychic, Shadow Rider, which I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting. Like I was expecting like Stellar or Grass, just something random. I wasn't expecting that, so I fake out the Incineroar because I know he's gonna use Parting Shot or Flare Blitz off the back on my Calyrex. Then he pops a Astral Barrage, which literally almost kills my Pokemon. So I'm like, okay, this is bad. So I pop the Trick Room, as you can see, and then I'm trying to think what to do next because, like, with Trick Room up, I know from what I've seen for other battles that Shadow Rider is pretty fast. So my thought process was, no, my thought process was like, I'll speed, that'd be great. So because Astral Barrage, you know, it's not really effective against Incineroar. Like, okay, so you know what? Maybe I could do maybe I could take it where Ursaluna is. Ursaluna comes out as you know, it's a special attacker. He runs straight for the Protect, which is fine. So the knockoff comes out. As you see, I eat that very well, but it knocks off my Life Orb. So while I don't get residual damage from Life Orb, I also lose my increased attack stat or increased power from Life Orb. So my next process is to go into Iron Hands. My thought process with Iron Hands is that I was just gonna go, use Fake Out, and since he's psyching now, I could definitely hit it. So now here's the bad part. So I go for Earth Power because Earth Power, I assume with that health gone, I would take it out. But this is where Life Orb would have mattered. Really bad. Life Orb would have mattered. So as you can see, he eats it up. Then he goes for a Parting Shot, which then basically destroys my attack power, starts attack power for my Iron Hands, and it may matter. So here comes another threat. Here comes the Amoonguss, and Among Us is annoying because, you know, it has that really annoying like support power. And so I figured, okay, let me see if a heavy slam would take it out. So I go for Protect, Case go for Astral Barrage. At least one of us is alive. And the reason why I went for Protect because I figured Follow Me would come in. Like he's gonna either pop Rage Powder, Follow Me, something like that, just to get my attention. So like, you know what, let me at least protect one, so in case he does that. Then he goes for the Spore. So the Spore is a threat. Like, okay, so now he's trying to put me to sleep. So I need to like nullify that as fast as I can. So I ended up switching him back out. So it was just Psychic. Psychic literally almost wrecks my entire life. I'm like, okay. And then I get special defense drop, which I mean it doesn't already help because like he's already way stronger than me. But like, you know what? I need to get rid of this Among Us, and if I come out, it should pop the Citrus. So I figured, okay, I'm gonna go for Blood Moon. I'm gonna take out this Calyrex. I figured with how much power I have, at least I could do half and not like 75%. But of course, I forgot Triple was up. So because Triple was up, I literally gave his Among Us first, like I basically gave a priority every turn, which is unfortunate because watch what happens next. He's gonna put Ursaluna to sleep, and it's gonna matter a lot. So there goes the sleep. Ursaluna is now done for. It's gone. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll wake up next turn. Who knows? So I'm just hoping that I can, like, you know, take a hit, depending on what it does. Instead, it goes for the Nasty Plot. So now it's like, it's going to destroy me. Also, you know, with the things back in order, he's going to switch out the Among Us, if you guys will see. I was not expecting him to do that. I was really expecting him to like, you know, I was expecting him to like just stay in and continue like support, but he switches out, which wastes my my Flare Blitz. And then for Ursaluna, I'm really just hoping I wake up, get a Blood Moon off in first turn, but it doesn't really happen. Instead, what happens is the Urshifu comes out. And I'm in a bad position because I'm about to get 4-0'd, as you guys can tell. He goes for the Psychic. Psychic is going to destroy Ursaluna. So, boom, done. And this is a Nasty Plot Terralized Psychic too. So like, I'll be lucky to live it if I don't. And then Grimnard pops, special attack is boosted. It doesn't help me. I go for the Flare Blitz because, you know, I thought Among Us was staying in. Among Us ran out because Triple ended. So my whole team is basically battered and bruised, but I do get the Fake Out again. So Fake Out is back on the field. It's not really gonna help me much, but it is what it is. So as you'll see, I popped the Fake Out. On the Urshi, and then I'm thinking like maybe I could do some damage to the Psychic Calyrex. But because, you know, I'm not fast enough, it's over. Astral Barrage takes us both out. They did their best job, but they couldn't handle it. It is what it is. You know, just get smacked around. The only thing I have Lex is Calyrex. Now he's like plus 5 attack because, you know, he got 2 Grim Knives off and he has Nasty Plots. He's like basically unstoppable at this point. I'm just like, alright, what can I do to at least make this somewhat winnable or somewhat decent battle? So I thought I was going for Protect, and I was like, you know what, I could go for that. But what I didn't know, as you guys can see, that Urshifu could go through the Protect, so I pop it off, which saves me, I guess, 1 extra turn because Aqua Jet goes through my Protect, hits me, I'm down to like damage. Astral Barrage comes, and then I set myself going to attack because these don't protect it. Like, it doesn't like they're protected, they still die from Urshifu. So like, I'm just gonna fight anyway. So I try to fight. Urshifu comes to Aqua Jet, takes me out, and that's pretty much done to fun. Okay, so basically I come back. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's try this team again. I get rank 1, another rank 1 that I can't pronounce their name. So if you do see your name, you watch this video, then, you know, thank you for battling me. So again, I'm thinking like, okay, let's go to the team. So they got Card Bank, they got Salamandit, they got Rayquaza, Lampent, they have Alolan Ninetales, and they have Melodics. Like, okay, who should I bring? So I was like, you know what? We're gonna bring the Trick Room. So now I'm like, all right, who can I put next to you? So I've seen Iron Hands. Cause Iron Hands definitely like hits like 2 to 4 Pokemon. So okay, who do I want to put in the back? I'm like looking at the weaknesses and thinking like, okay, what? Rillaboom has a potential. Incineroar definitely touches a good amount of Pokemon as well. Ursaluna also can put in work. So now I say, you know what? Let's bring Incineroar. And the last one, like, you know what? I'm thinking I could bring Mothra. But I say, you know what? Let's not put you there. Let's put you third, and then let's put Ursaluna. Ursaluna has some really got a chance to shine. So okay, you know what? I'm ready. This is the team I'm rocking with. So I'm thinking Rayquaza's gonna come out first or Rayquaza's gonna come out last. So I was definitely preparing for Ninetales because the snowstorm or the snow was definitely coming. That's why I was like, alright, you gotta prepare for the snow. And with the Trick Room, at least I kind of can do that in case you bust his defense and special defense and stuff with its roar move. So then she sends out Shiny Rayquaza and Ninetales, and then Rayquaza kills the snow. So I was like, okay, so what's going to happen now? Because I wasn't expecting like Rayquaza to come out front. So it destroys the snow ability. So then, okay, so let's go for a Glacial Lance because Rayquaza is a threat. I want it out of here. And then I was like, let me go for a Fake Out as well. If I get a Fake Out on something, then, I could probably take it. So I Fake Out the Rayquaza in case you want to use Dragon Ascent and other moves. Dazzling Gleam hits, it does nothing. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Alright, let's go for Glacial Lance. Glacial Lance does just enough to like destroy Rayquaza. Of course, it doesn't do anything on the Ice type, so that's fine. But one of the biggest threats are off the field. I don't have to worry about no more because the stuff is gone. So I'm like, okay, what's the next thing? What's the next thing that's coming out? So it comes Melodic. Melodic is also a threat because it's hidden ability. I'm like, alright, do I want to pop the Trick Room now? Do I go for Glacial Lance? Do I Protect? I'm really trying to decide. So I Protect to see what this Melodic can do to me. So I go for a Wild Charge because I feel like with a Wild Charge, I could definitely do some damage, maybe half. So I set a Protect up, expecting like a Dazzling Gleam or some double up on them. So Extension comes, and again, it's super effective but does nothing. So I pop the Wild Charge. I one-shot the Melodic, like our hands. His hands ain't higher for no reason. I'm saying everyone's rated that way. So right down to Pokemon. That's how I realized Ninetales is not a threat. It's a support Ninetales because it can't touch me for real. Like it's not hurting me. So this is where I realized this is weird. So we have a Eviolites landed. And I'm like, let's do heavy slam, which is super effective, ×4 on the Ninetales. So let's see how this battle goes. So I'm still like, if you guys can tell, which I record this live, but I was laughing because I was so flabbergasted on a Eviolite landed. Like I have never seen that before. So I was like, what is it trying to do to me? Like, is it here to also play support? I was so confused. And then, of course, I went for a Terra Poison, so I was like, okay, so a Poison move is definitely coming. So again, Dazzling Gleam hits, does not really much damage. Here goes the Venoshock. Venoshock hits me, and again, I eat that up. So I'm like, okay, I'm just tanky for no reason. So high horsepower, one shot to this land. This land is gone. Bing, bada boom, pop. And because it's 4 times effective, the heavy slam should get us the win. So of course I get the Chilling Knife, which I don't need anymore, but there it is. Heavy slam pops, I crush Ninetales' dreams, and we get our first win of the night. Like I was so ecstatic, like yo, let's do it. Like this team had potential, we defeated, we won, and I was like, I love it here. Alright, so here's our third match. So our third match is against another person. His name is, I can't pronounce it, but he's also on rank 1. So take a look at the teams. He has the Chien-Pao, Skeledirge, Glaceon. He has one of my favorite ghost types. He has Slowpoke, Bro, and he has the Lances. So off the back, I'm picking Incineroar for the Chien-Pao and the Glaceon. as well as the Lurantis, because Cinnamon has advantage against those three. He also has advantage against Skeledirge because Dark type. So I'm bringing Iron Hands because Iron Hands will definitely be good against the Slowbro and also the Shampoo and the Glaceon. So then I'm like, in the back, I'm gonna have my Epona, which is my Trick Room user slash, my physical attacker. And then finally, I'm thinking like who to bring next because I need somebody that can bring balance. I was thinking Ursaluna because Ursaluna resists like both the Skeledirge and the Ghost type. Can't remember the top of my head. It's coming back to me. So anyways, I'm gonna start it off. We're about to do this. Team Scarlet versus Team Violet. Here we go. Just to test our team out and see. Ceruledge, that's what it was. Ceruledge. So then he starts with a double Ghost type. So of course I come out Cineroar, get Intimidate off, which is gonna not really affect the Skeledirge, but at least it'll give that what's the name? It's one. Then it doesn't. It's like okay, he must have some on it. So I'm like, I know it. We're gonna attack straight out. So I'll go for Darkest Lair and see if I can do some residual damage off and get some pop off. And then I'm thinking, do I go for the Wild Charge or do I go for Heavy Slam? So then I said, you know what? Let's go and bring Ursaluna in because let's say you do pop off some ghost moves. Ursaluna can probably eat it up because he can't be touched by it. So then I'm like, okay, let's go in full physical and then we'll pop Trick Room later. So Ursaluna comes out, which I need to actually change his name to something else. I think what name is. Darkest Lair comes. It literally one-shots the Ceruledge, which makes me so happy. Like, okay, that's one threat already gone. Bang! Already. So then he pops the Shadow Ball, but of course it doesn't affect me. It's like, okay, so he definitely knew what the threat was. So okay, I'm glad we got that out the way. So literally I got a free turn for a kill with no damage at all taken to me. That's good, that's good. So then he brings in the Paldea Champion, which is the Lurantis. So, of course, I'm thinking like, should I go for the Flare Blitz? I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. So then, Skeledirge, I'm like, you know what? Let's pop Earth Power. Since he can't really touch me with Shadow Ball, let's see what he can do. So again, Incineroar pops the what's the name? Flare Blitz. Takes out another Pokemon. So now we're literally up 4-2 right now because Incineroar is here. Okay. So he goes for Thunder Fang, which was an inspection. He bites me. Like, alright, that's fine. There's no damage at all. So then I go for the Earth Power. Takes out Skeledirge. Now I was not expecting Thunder Fang to be honest because most Skeledirges are like Torch Song special attackers. So Thunder Fang was like, okay. So that happens. Then now it's literally 4-1, and here comes the Slowbro. So I go for the Parting Shot just to give my Pokemon some chance because he has some crazy moves. And then I decided to go for the Blood Moon, which is my strongest move. I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm just going to hit this thing hard while Parting Shot will lower his special attack and attack. And then he terrorizes. I'm like, oh boy, what is it? So Ice, Fire, Grass. It is Psychic. Okay, that's fine. See, man, this is where I messed up. Because if I had went for the Darkest Lair, I would have been killed it. But no, I'm for the Parting Shot. So Parting Shot pops. I lower his stats by 1. So then I was like, alright, let's go back. You did a good job. Cineroar, you got 2 kills under your belt. So then I was like, you know what? Let's bring out the Calyrex. Look, Calyrex getting really love in here. So Calyrex comes out. I'm like, yeah, it was good. Time for this horse. So obviously I'm not going to pop Trick Room because you both know for a fact that Slowbro is superiorly slow, but it doesn't matter because the Blood Moon one-shots. If you get out first, you get a nice 4-0 victory. So now we are now 2-1. Alright, y'all, so now we are here at our 4th match, and it's against a rank 4. I'm a rank 2, he's a rank 4, so let's see what happens. So here we go, I'm excited, and then I see Trick Room off the back. I see the Ice Rider. I see the Porygon with the Eaglite. I see the special attacker Ursaluna, the Iron Hands, the Annihilate. Then I see one of the mythical Toon Pokemon. So off the back, I'm bringing my double fake outs and my Intimidate. I'm like, I know what? Because I already know that Calyrex is physical. So I'm like, I know what? Bring both those. I'm bringing the Ursaluna because in case he does bring that Annihilate, I can just go pure normal, and do that. And I realized that's a bad idea. So then I say, you know what? Let's bring our own Trick Room that he sets up for us, and we can just let our opponent just put in work. And I'm thinking Rillaboom. So I'm like, Rillaboom hasn't got any chance to shine yet, and it does technically do things. So I'm like, alright, so what do I do? So I'm sitting here pondering. Like, you know what? We're gonna bring the Rillaboom just in case. So my thought process was he's gonna bring the two Trick Room, which is Calyrex and Porygon 2, and I assume he's bringing Iron Hands or something else. So let's get into it. So off the back, I see they got the drip. They fly. Got the trainers around us, and of course, just as I predicted, the double Trick Room users are here. I'm like, okay, that's not good. And of course, like I said, Porygon has the Eviolite, so I'm like, it's going to be bulky. So I popped that Intimidate off on the Calyrex. I'm thinking, you know what? Let's pop this right now. But then he traces my Intimidate, and then he intimidates us back. Oh, how fun. Okay, so now I'm like, I still think like, should I just go for the bits, Darkness Lair, or the Fake Out? So of course this is me just checking the stats to make sure. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's go to double attack, because even if he does pop Trick Room off, I know for a fact that both of us are faster. So he withdraws the Calyrex, which I expected, because I'm not going to let him do Trick Room off. So he brings out his own Iron Hands. Like, okay, that's cool. Then of course it has the Cork Drive, so it gets a nice little energy boost, and his attack is high. I'm like, oh, that's great. So I fake out the Porygon too, because you're not using Trick Room. I pop the Darkest Lariat. It does no damage for real. I'm like, alright, cool. So then now I'm like, alright, let's go Parting Shot. Let's go with his stats instead, and then we're going to Drain Punch. So even if he does try to pop Trick Room off, at least I'll still get a Drain Punch up. So here go the Parting Shot. I'll lower his stats by 1, just so we can eat it a little bit better. And then there was a Parting Shot. Then, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm gonna bring out the Calyrex of Rillaboom. I'm trying to decide. So he does pop Trick Room. At least I have Glassy Glide to come in, and on choice, so that means that it's gonna do some nice damage. So the Grassy Surge pops. There's the Grassy Surge. The field is in the covered. Drain Punch comes. Beam. So I do like maybe 33%. Like, okay, that's not too bad. So he Force Palms me. I'm like, oh man. Now, part of me wanted the paralysis, because if I got paralyzed, then Trick Room would definitely be on my Rillaboom side, but it didn't, so that's fine. So of course, since I am I'm Bandit, I'm thinking of use, so I pick my move, and I'm thinking, do I double up on Porygon 2? So I was like, let's switch my moves back. And then I say, no, forget it, because if he does try attack, which almost takes us out. I don't like that. They go to Force Palm, he kills my monkey, Rillaboom is gone, they doubled up. So I'm like, alright, that's how we're gonna do this. So then I pop the Drain Punch, I get some more health back. He's getting his health restored from Grassy Surge, everybody gets the health back, which is not good. So then I say, alright, let's bring in the Epona, which is I guess you can't tell, is a Zelda Link reference thing. It's basically the horse. So I bring in my horse. I'm like, alright, let's do this. So then I decided to go for the Glacial Lance. Hopefully that can do nice powerful damage. And then I said, no, let me go Ghost, because if he goes for a Force Palm, he won't be able to touch me. So I'm baiting out. I'm like, you know what? Ghost it is. And then I decided to continue with the Drain Punch. And I'm like, you know what? If I go for a Wild Charge, it might do some heavy damage on, somebody. So I realized time is running out. So I said, we're going to double up on a Porygon 2. And I switch over and say, he's a threat. Even at -1, he can still do things that I don't like. So I switched to Drain Punch over to the other Iron Hands. There was a Terralize. Yes, I am Terralize Ghost, as you can tell. But again, I'm expecting him to Force Palm my opponent. So he recovers, which I already know because I have a recover set as well. So when he used it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So he wild charges. Of course, the crit matters, and that's what really pisses me off because I think I would have led it a lot better had it not crit me, but because I crit, it definitely hurts. So I almost kill the Iron Hands in their team. Like, dang, that sucks. And again, I'm just like, all right, so he's definitely slower than me, which is not good. So I go for the protecting, and they're going to double on me, and I continue to drain punch. And I say, no, let's take out the Iron Hands. So when I pop the protect, thinking I'm gonna get bodied because they're gonna double me, he actually recovers, which again, like at this point, I'm not even considering him a threat for real because the biggest threat on the field is, I see that the protect went through. I get my drain punch off, take out another threat, so boom, that's gone. So now it's a 3-3. So I'm assuming the Calyrex is coming back in. So hopefully, my thought process is double up on the Calyrex. Then he sends out his Calyrex. So now we both have ours out. I'm like, oh man, Barry's nervous, but I don't need that. So I'm gonna swap in, and then while I swap in, I'm gonna go for the drain punch, and I wanted like this Porygon 2 is annoying, but I want the Calyrex gone. Calyrex under Trick Room is a problem. So I'm bringing in Sinroar to get the -1 drop. Of course, it's not going to affect the Porygon 2 because you all know Porygon 2 is special. There's no such thing as a physical Porygon. So then he tears as well. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Because instead is actually Ice, which, I mean, I don't know. I would never use Ice because some of them are Ice type. But he pops the Glacial Lance. I'm thinking we're both going to die here. It pops. And because they're Intimidate, we just live, or we live it enough. Tri-attack hits, and we live that as well. And then he gets the freeze. That's where the game goes bad, because if he had not freeze me, I think we would have had a better position. But he froze me, and like, freak. Okay, so dimensions are back to normal, which means Porygon and everything is like, he's going to step in another Trick Room most likely. But I'm going for the Flare Blitz because it's pure Psychic now, and I'm spamming Drain Punch in hopes that he wakes up. Here comes the Flare Blitz. I hit it. I almost one-shot, and then again, had he woken up, we would have won. But still, he's still frozen solid. I'm like, oh no, Glacial Lance is going to take us both out because Flare Blitz got me low enough. So he gets the double kill off, and he's going to get the double Chill Nye, which is going to boost his stats a lot. And that's pretty much the end of the game. Like, there's nothing much I can do. It's a 3v1. He pops a Trick Room anyway, which again, I found out he's actually slower than me. So I thought I was the slowest on the field, but in turns, actually it's not. He's the slowest on the field, which you're about to see. So again, here we go. I'm like, you know what? Let's pop a Glacial Lance. Let's see how I can, do some work. And then I thought about saying, wait, what if I go for Protect? But I need to kill one of these things off. I'm like, it's a 3v1. And gotta get a win. I can get it. So I popped the Glacial Lance. Come to find out he's actually faster, and he gets the actual ice boosted with it, which takes me out, and then I lose, and that is it for match 4. GG, whatever your name is, I can't pronounce it, but that was a good game. Again, had I not freeze, I think I would have won, but you won't know until it happens. So that's it.